what's going on around? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to another Rising video. And today's tip is all about using the Iron Commander and being able to essentially grind even when you can't grind yourself. Yes, this feature will essentially grind materials for you and can even get you weapons and exotics later on whenever we are higher level. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you do, remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel in case you guys haven't already, as well as leave me a comment down below for the algorithm. Now to get to Iron Commander, you go to Activities, you go to Adventure, and then you're going to have it down here under the list of activities you can actually do here. And it looks like Iron Commander will actually be available for the activities in this list eventually once you actually have them unlocked, because the ones that we do have unlocked for now are ones that we can actually use Iron Commander on, except for Realm of the Nine. So if you're trying to get something from Realm of the Nine, it just doesn't look like you actually can use Iron Commander on it. But if you're trying to do some Legacy, if you're trying to do Gauntlet Blitz, Strikes, Morgan Prey, and get stuff from these activities, Iron Commander is going to be fantastic for it. Another way that this works is that you essentially assign characters to go on these activities and essentially do the activity for you. You send out a fire team and they just kind of like do it themselves, and the next time you log in, they'll probably be done and the rewards will be ready for you. And this is going to be fantastic for those days where you can't really log in and actually play the activities yourself, but you still want to make sure that you use your pinnacle energy. You can use Iron Commander, send out your strike teams, and get a couple of rewards that way. And these are the rewards you can actually get. They, are basically the same rewards you would get in the activity if you were just doing it yourself, except that with this, it takes a little bit longer. 2 hours right here, as you can see, for the strike team to essentially get it done and come back with the rewards. But it seems like the actual numbers, the actual percentages for getting these weapons is completely the same as if you were doing the activity yourself. You even have a chance of actually getting exotic for this if your reward level is actually high enough. Like right here with the heroic strikes, you have a 1% chance of getting any of these exotics. So some of you guys will actually get some exotics from just doing activities with the Iron Commander on the day that you are not even playing the game. So it actually can grind a couple of those things that maybe you've been thinking about, but you just haven't really had the time to actually do. Whether it's upgrades for your characters, trying to get some mythic weapons from like a Gauntlet, and maybe some of these exotics as well. This one is locked right now because we're not level 60, and to actually use this, you actually have to do the activity at least once yourself. So if you're trying to do the heroic strike one, you will have to go and do a heroic strike first, but after that you're going to be able to do this as much as you want. It's not something you have to do just over and over again to send your teams out. It's just a one-time thing. As long as you've done the activity, you're going to be able to send them out and be able to claim all these rewards. Now to send out characters with Iron Commander, they will have to meet a specific team level and also an individual power level to actually be able to do these activities. So for this one, the individual power level is 29,400. So only these four could actually go on this one. So if I try to send a low level character like Vanala, she doesn't really meet like the individual power level. And with the lower power, we also don't meet the total character level. So whenever I try to confirm it, it says that I'm going to get a minimum reward. So you could technically dispatch them, but it's not really going to be worth it. Now, if you do have somebody that does meet the total power, but they just can't meet that individual power, then you get a base reward. So always try to meet all the dispatch requirements so you can get the abundant rewards. Now to actually send these teams out, we are going to need one of these, an authorization, but we can get these very easily and we can buy one every day. So even when you're not going to use this, even when you are going to play the game and use your pinnacle energy, I do recommend that you at least grab the one that you can buy every day, because you can hold up to a total of 9, so when you do need it, you're going to have a lot of them to actually send out multiple teams at once. And once you have your authorization, all there is left to do is just hit dispatch, and that's it. Now you have dispatched your team out, and they'll come back in 2 hours, and you'll have the rewards ready for you next time you log in. You can also check your dispatch teams over here. Currently, we only have the one team, but if I remember correctly from the early access, I think we had up to 3 teams that we could send out at once, which is going to be very nice, especially once we have a bunch of other activities available to us, and they actually start dropping exotics with a higher actual percentage. So maybe you start saving your actual authorizations right now and use them later on once we're higher level, and we can actually have like a higher reward level. Because right now, I think most of you guys are gonna be around 5. I think that's where we're capped at right now. So there's gonna be something that's constantly gonna be going up till we get to reward level 8, where things are just gonna be dropping a lot easier, and we're gonna be getting a lot more mythics and a lot more exotics. So that's what Iron Commander is, something that's gonna help you grind even when you can't grind yourself. So it is nice to have a couple of like leveled up characters so you can actually use them in this. And especially with just the way that characters leveling works right now in the game, because we're gonna be able to essentially just try out any character that you want because you can just constantly keep resetting them. And we're gonna be able to reset them all the way to like chapter 7. So make sure that you're using all your characters, trying them out, because even if you think that you're wasting some of these materials, you could just immediately get everything back without losing anything. So if you really don't lose anything for trying any of these characters, even the 4 stars that you maybe don't think that you're gonna like, I recommend that you give them a try and see just how you like them, because it really is worth it. But that's gonna be it for today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video, hopefully you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care everyone, have a good rest of your day. Peace.